Welcome back everyone, this is Meanpooh with another video on the Acer Nitro 5. Today's game is Mad Max. It is an action-adventure video game based on the Mad Max franchise, which is developed by Avalanche Studios and published by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Mad Max released back in September of 2015 for Windows as well as PS4 and Xbox One. For a 3-year-old game, it sure looks great. In this game, you take control of the character Max, who is out to get revenge on a gang of raiders led by Scrotus, who robbed him of his possessions. Scrotus. It sounds like a nutsack or something. Anyway, a lot of the fighting is hand-to-hand or melee fighting. This happens when you run up on enemies. Max uses his fists mostly, and blows can be chained like in the Batman games like Arkham Asylum. But not as, it's fluid, but not as fluid as those games. Just before an enemy strikes, there will be a reminder blinking above the enemy's head, reminding you to dodge or counter. That reminds me, Max only has a small set of moves he can do. Punching with his fists, jumping, climbing, and rolling to dodge. Max also is able to use the shotgun while in the fight to deliver a satisfying end to that encounter. Besides hand-to-hand combat, the game has vehicle combat. After you acquire a vehicle on one of your missions, you are able to equip it with items such as a harpoon gun and ramming grill. There are many to pick from, but most are locked away until a certain criteria is met or unlocked somehow. I'm not sure, as I didn't get far into the game. Some of the upgrades besides the ones I've mentioned above are wrist guards, which help Max deflect incoming damage as well as cause more damage to enemies when he counters their attacks. Jacket armor, which are Max's main source of bodily protection. Survival skills such as the chain finisher, which follows up the chain strikes with a powerful finishing move. Limb breaking counters, which deal great damage and dazes the enemy. There are engine upgrades, paint jobs, tire upgrades, and many more. It's a lot. Getting into the setting of Mad Max, and I'm meaning computer settings, I picked the preset of very high, and VSync was on as well. A small benchmark was running in the top left, so I could see the min, max, and average for the frame rate. I'm happy to point out that it was 60 FPS all the way. From the time I played to the time I stopped, it would dip to 58 on rare occasions. The GTX 1050 Ti temp stayed around 66 to 70 C and kept the load in the neighborhood between 92 and 99%. The only time it would go lower was if it was a cutscene or something like that. The CPU had temps between 73 and 77 C and shot up to 80 C where there was, it was a lot going on screen, like explosions, or you're driving the car out in the wasteland. Usage was ranging between 41 and 72%. When I was driving in the desert, I did happen to see that the CPU hit 83 C with a 93% usage. It never stayed there long, maybe a couple of seconds, but it did happen. It was right around the time when I pulled down the sniper lookout tower. Besides all that, it ran like butter, meaning no hiccups, no lockups, just smooth gameplay. The CPU was also undervolted at -0.120 millivolts with this video. Well, that's all I have for now. Thanks for watching. Peace, be safe, and try to have a great day.
Oh, here I heard the bloody sounds of a smackdown. You're not leaking, are you? Tell me you're not. Praise be! Praise be! Amen! May we arrive in time to save your black on black from slaughter. These barbarians love to chop. Yeah, see, this is where the thick-browed squat cut. Those butchers aim for throats. Yeah, look, there. Scrotus is their king. Yeah, he's a big boss man from the gas town, you see. Scrotus always keeps the best parts for himself. Yeah, but he's not here now. You see, I don't see the Land Rover.
I'm getting my car back.
Wait, please. Over there is the Great White.
An ancient seabed.
I'm not sure. No, but we are at the bottom. It doesn't get any lower than this. When you're ready, Saint, I hold it. Is she it?
This ain't her car. It's just a mess of parts.
No. She's knowledge from the numinous, divinely inspired. She wills herself upon this world. Look! See? Here. Divine meets drive shaft and a symbiosis of faith. Modded and made to measure. Come on, Saint. We must go. Her body from a place sad and strange where the chariots of old went to die, a place I call the grave. Over there, fuel cans.
Sit tight.
They refuel and demolish. Fill her up, all the way to the brim. Praises, she's full. But let's bring an extra for refueling or blowing something up. Exaltations! She's cracked open! We must hurry. Wardens of this place murder on sight!
Maybe I could zip down this. Fuel storage. One can trick.